Hello, hello! Welcome to the Super Metroid Triple Bingo Tournament race between Maniacal and ptoil. This is going to be an awesome one, and we hope that all of you are as excited as we are. How is everybody doing? So we are waiting here to see what the card is. Triple Bingo will be all sorts of exciting. And it looks like the seed has been posted. The seed has been posted? We'll see when it gets revealed on screen. So, we can see the card a little bit ahead of time. So, there we go. The card is now on screen. So, as always, it starts with Series Station, which is substantially harder to do when you have to start thinking about the card everywhere. So it looks like we have 30 supers in the middle. Not an easy one at all. Skip Wave Beam looks straightforward. Defeat Croc and Ridley is on the card. Let's see. There are so many different everything on the card. Defeat Croc and Dragon isn't one. Like for the wreck ship with Star recharge stations. So usually one of the major decisions in these is whether you go and kill Pantoon only or Kraid only. We would expect it to be quite rare that you actually kill both. ptoil is the mechanically stronger player and has a lead in series. Oh yes, we're absolutely prepared for some wild bingo. So as with the start of all bingo cards, they're going to be going down to get morph ball and bombs before doing anything else. Criteria map station is row 2, column 1 on this card, so we would expect both players to grab that tile. It's always really nice to have that tile lit up just to give you more options later. It's a really quick one to grab. Although we will say that none of the ones that change with it are particularly pleasant. The wreck ship reserve tank is a bad tile. 125 missiles is a bad tile. Star reserve is a very easy one. There are 2 tiles for defeating Ridley. There are a bunch of options here. Kraid first. So if they were doing Kraid first, that would mean that they are not going to the wreck ship at all. So what could they get done without the wreck ship at all? Column 1, column 5 are out, row 4 is out. They could definitely, yeah, we could definitely, there's definitely a route that just skips the wreck ship entirely. We think we could see something like row 1, row 2, and row 5 is an example of something that avoids the wreck ship entirely. And we'll see if they come up with anything more graceful for that. Row 1, column 2, row 5. And yeah, so more than likely in this card, so many things are locked in the wreck ship that they will be going wreck ship. You can't imagine them actually picking up the wreck ship reserve tank. That's normally one that you really want to give your opponent because it's so bad in double anti-bingo. Oh, you're right. Oh, all the Meridian missiles are row 2. That's our bad. We imagine that you could grab all the missiles. Like we can't think of a single missile that you couldn't grab, but that doesn't mean that there isn't one. So Owl, as expected, is going for the criteria map station early. It's a very good play. Unless you're absolutely certain about what rows you want to do, this is a great play. So ptoil not having ptoil is a little bit ahead, but also doesn't have the criteria map station. It's gonna be really interesting to see what ptoil routes in. Ptoil definitely like very confident in their routing. So the next one that's coming up is a Brinstar reserve tank. So ptoil is actually taking damage there. That's a pretty decent signal that ptoil is actually going to go down and skip the wreck ship entirely. Now there is a possibility to just hell run all the way to Bull Mountain. In general, in order to do that, you'd have to be super confident in your RBO. Oh, Maniacal is taking damage too. Maybe they are both going down. This is going to be interesting. Okay, we're looking for a damage boost at the end here. No. Wait, is ptoil going to be skipping Brinstar Reserve too? This is very interesting routing-wise. Okay, ptoil is going back for it. We were gonna say, that's a huge amount of confidence in your routing to be skipping 2 very easy tiles very early. Fortunately, the swag ball didn't come out. Let's see if Owl can get it after the reserve. Owl is actually getting bodied by the hoppers. Owl probably won't have any health problems, but it is something that Owl needs to pay attention to now. So whether or not you actually end up using those tiles, they're really useful to grab because it gives you more options later on. Grabbing these tiles doesn't necessarily mean that you plan to use it, but all it means is that you're not absolutely certain about your plan, which most players aren't certain about, because it is very, very difficult to make a plan and stick to it this early. Looks like ptoil is just going to be heading down. Okay, So real soon we're gonna get to see whether ptoil goes up or down. We're expecting down, based on taking we're expecting both to go down, just based on how they handled the green pirate shaft. If they were going up, they'd want to preserve as much life as possible. Oh, and that's going up. That is going up. Wow, ptoil even going for the super swag, fast red tower. Unfortunately getting burned a bit, but definitely looks really swag. And there we go, owl going down. Farming up to be super safe for Phantoon. Farming up to be super safe. That is a spacer beam for Owl. Let's see what Owl's plan with that is. We're not sure if that's just a comfort item or what. We're looking at the card and we don't see anything related to spacer. Ellen could absolutely be a viable routing option. ptoil being super safe and saving. Oh. Maniacal heading straight towards Kraid. Maniacal unfortunately missing the quick kill. It'll be real interesting to see what Maniacal's plan is here. ptoil's plan seems very safe for Bingo in general. Just go and get the gravity suit and choose tiles based on the gravity suit. Again, for anybody not familiar with mostly familiar randos, in vanilla, gravity suit will do everything that the Varia suit does, especially in a Bingo context where you aren't gonna ever hit Torian. So the gravity, so there's no point in grabbing gravity suit or Varia suit after you have gravity. So it'll be real interesting to see what Maniacal's routing is. Maniacal might be going for completely avoiding the wreck ship. Extra E-tank. So ptoil is actually doing an extra farm there. That is for anybody who's just learning Phantoon first, that is a super nice safety. You just lay a power bomb and you can kill the two atomics and the Covern, and you'll on average get 40 to 60 health. Or that very good so far. And Michael heading straight to Ice Beam. Really, really nice tile. So Maniacal is on his way towards, Maniacal is well on his way to row 1, row 2, and top left, bottom left, top right. Reserve saving ptoil. That reserve tank makes it so much easier, and that totally justifies the farm that ptoil did earlier. And this should be a dead. Very, very dead ghost elephant. Very nice. Maniacal gonna pick up the high jump boots for sure. One of the best items in the game. It would be very hard to justify skipping high jump on a triple bingo on anything other than anti-bingo. As we're seeing Maniacal in chat, one of the awesome things that we're remembering about these is that unlike randos, you're actually runners are actually allowed to just listen to commentary, which is great. It's always fun when runners are in chat interacting. So far, it looks like a pretty standard Norfair and yeah, Norfair and Wreckship clears. So Maniacal grabbing Ice Beam there is actually, or that early, is actually a signal that Maniacal is going to go straight down to lower Norfair. This Spazer Beam is also a massive hint at that direction. Oh no! Bubble Mountain does it again. Bubble Mountain does it again. Wait. Did ptoil just kill Fantoon and then decide to bail without gravity? Okay, this routing just got super interesting. ptoil is bailing without gravity. What are we seeing? Is this some galaxy brain play that we just don't understand? We see that it collect only one of Wave Beamer Speed Booster tiles. Maniacal might not be allowed. Maniacal might not pick up Wave. Maniacal might just skip that. That would chain quite nicely into their defeat Croc and Ridley tile. So if Maniacal skips Wave, that's going to be a huge tell of what Maniacal is going for. And it looks like Maniacal has opted to skip Wave. So it looks like Maniacal is planning on doing Croc and Ridley. So Maniacal is going to do a gravity-less lower Norfair. We are fairly confused to what ptoil is doing, but Maniacal has a solid plan here. Maybe Wreckship was just for the supers. It definitely could be. Very nice quick drops. Okay, so it looks like ptoil is gonna go down, be heading down to the Edagun pit. So we fully support putting the seed number of the bingo card on the stream as a future improvement. That way you can get a high-res version of it. So Maniacal's first power bombs. So let's look at the card and see what they still can do. So Maniacal is definitely going for defeat Croc and Ridley in the bottom left, and it'd be interesting to see what else Maniacal chains that with. There's a collect both criteria E-tanks. There's a 20+ power bomb tile. Oh, is Maniacal not? Interesting. 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 We really do not know what both of these players are planning. ptoil with an amazing weave. There is a Croc and Dragon. But grabbing both suits seems pretty far out of the way. There is a wreck ship reserve tank. Okay, heading back into Kraid. Both Brinstar recharge stations. We see both Brinstar recharge stations. We do not see extra Brinstar map. Extra Brinstar yeah, okay. Okay, we see. There's no grab all the missiles, but there is a Brinstar energy refill and missile refill stations. So we're expecting Maniacal to loop around Brinstar in reverse. It's looking like Maniacal's plan is to get Speed Booster and then do a complete Brinstar cleanup. But we'll find out. We're still horribly confused as to why ptoil didn't actually grab Gravity. Like, we can't imagine picking up Gravity to be slower than the Kraid fight. And there we go, two of the 3 Brinstar energy refill stations. The Cora pit soon. No, not Decora pit soon. Wreck ship soon. Grid fight does give you Varian E-tank, but there's no way that can compare to unless the plan is routed around the E-tank. There is a 7 E-tank tile. we can still somewhat see where Maniacal is going, but we're completely lost for ptoil. So what we're hoping is that it all just comes together in some amazing way, and we're just left speechless at how amazing the planning was, and how counterintuitive it was. Those are always the best ones to watch, where the runners just show why they're better at the game than you are. There we go. Maniacal is gonna go for some more power bombs. This should be power bomb 20 for Maniacal. Okay, so maybe Maniacal is not gonna touch the wreck ship at all. Yeah, that is definitely 20 power bombs for Maniacal. So Maniacal is well on his way to the bottom row. Maniacal is also well on his way to column 2. Okay, so Maniacal has okay, so we think we see understand Maniacal's plan now. Maniacal looks very well done to do bottom left, top right, column 2, and row 5. Rindstar recharge stations do not really fit into this plan, but we'll see. We're also... Okay, what's Maniacal's plan now? We were expecting Maniacal to just do a normal Brinstar cleanup, but maybe there's a better path. So we guess we should start making a list of notes or questions to ask. Okay, so Maniacal is going to go for a ton of supers. That makes a ton of sense for the middle tile. We don't think that Maniacal is going to be able to defeat Dragon. Okay, that is why Maniacal went this way. It's all centered around these missiles. So I guess the major question is, how necessary were those supers? Actually, is Maniacal even going to be able to hit 30 supers? Because there's 10 supers in the wreck ship and 15 supers in Meridia. So it doesn't look like Maniacal's actually going to be able to get the center tile. Oh, Maniacal's going to get row 1 for sure. Maniacal's going to get row 1, is not going to get the center tile. Looks like for the bottom row, Maniacal is going to be picking up every single missile pack outside of the wreck ship in Meridia. Okay, this is starting to make more sense. It looks like ptoil is just gonna... ptoil is grabbing ice. Looks like, is ptoil not gonna be entering LN at all? That's a big question. Yep, so now we get to see ptoil's routing decision. Okay, no, no. Ptoil gonna be heading up? Ptoil heading up. This is getting real interesting. A huge part of it's very easy to be wrong all the time with these because there's so many possible routing decisions. There's so many possible good routing decisions, and when you consider the difficulty trying to solve the card in real time, that also brings in a bunch of mediocre routing decisions as possibilities, which makes it even harder to predict. So yeah, Maniacal gonna go for the 25 supers. We believe that this is the last one. With this, Maniacal is gonna have every single super missile outside of the wreck ship in Meridia. So ptoil is basically there on the super count. We'll see if ptoil chooses to go to the Decora pit. Okay, so then ptoil must be planning to get the red tower energy refill after. Maniacal is absolutely going to Golden Teresa. Like, at this point it looks like Maniacal is going to be, at this point it looks like Maniacal is going to be defeating Ridley. And then defeating Ridley, defeating GT, and finishing in the grapple room. Unless Maniacal could go to Crab Supers. Going to Crab Supers actually might be an entirely viable option. That could be faster than going back to grapple. And there's an extra health refill for the last health refill for ptoil. So surprisingly, it looks like they're gonna. Oh, ptoil's actually gonna go into Meridia. Wonder what the play here is. This is a really neat fish climb. Oh no, ptoil had no missiles and accidentally selected supers there. Yeah, ptoil is doing an amazing job of just shredding through the suitless. Unfortunate. Shoots the fish one too many times. Yeah, Maniacal's path is really clear at this point. Defeat Ridley, defeat GT, and then get back to grapple. Oh, we don't think Maniacal saved. Oh, the very last one gets it on the very, very last super. You know, ptoil is still having a little bit of trouble with Meridia. We're still a bit confused to what is... Like, by this point, grabbing gravity would have saved ptoil time. Is ptoil just gonna grab crab supers and bail? Wait, is ptoil short on supers? Ptoil would have grabbed 3 from Brinstar, 2 from the wreck ship. Where are the other supers? 3 in Brinstar, 2 in the wreck ship, 3 in Meridia, 1 at Golden Torizo, and then 1 in Criteria. Maniacal's routing makes perfect sense. Yeah, so it doesn't look like ptoil actually has 20 power bombs yet. Oh, this power bomb, the last one is gonna come, the last power bombs are gonna come in Wasteland. Okay, ptoil's is coming together. Ptoil just needs to grab the Wasteland power bombs and, then get out. And defeat Ridley. We think after all this, ptoil is actually ahead. Wait. Oh, there's a defeat Crocomire and Tails defeat Croc and Ridley. ptoil needs 1 more set, and that's gonna be in Wasteland. So yeah, Maniacal is going to have to, Maniacal is gonna have to go all the way back out of LN. ptoil is not. So this is gonna be interesting. This is all really coming together real quickly. Looks like ptoil did that the wreck ship just for the supers, for the central tile. Which is really interesting. And then ptoil planned to route in all three Brinstar health refills, which made it worthwhile to just kill Grade. Unfortunately, due to Main Street just not being very nice, ptoil probably would have been faster to just grab gravity. So this is going to be a really, really close finish. Oh, is ptoil actually going to try and get a spark? Looks like we have a good spark. Oh no. You can totally just deboost across these spikes, so we're a bit. We don't quite understand the strategy of the spark, but going for a chronic boost unfortunately does not work without gravity. Not going for a chronic boost, just going for a speed bounce setup. We believe that Maniacal, we believe that ptoil is in the lead, but we could easily be wrong. Maniacal does have the advantage of screw attack, which means that ptoil has to be much more careful. We don't know how much new route experience they have. So this is going to be real close. Both of them have the exact same beam combo. They're both excellently ready. Okay. Wonderful worst room setup. Oh, you're gonna play it super safe. That is a super safe way to play it. Oh no, unfortunately that power bomb was a bit low. Which justifies killing all of those. Really, really smart decision to kill those, just to play it super safe. Because ptoil is 2 hits away from dead. Plus reserve. Maniacal just about done with Ridley. Gonna pick up an E-tank, not just for the health refill. Very, very smart and practical decision, especially since ptoil only has to go do LN forward. So Maniacal at this point just has to get out to grapple. We still believe that this is the lead to ptoil. ptoil can just face tank these at this point. But this is going to be real close. Maniacal is going for finish and grapple. Getting to Meridia Supers would be much harder than just getting to the grapple room. Yeah, this is a great race in the end. This is gonna be real close. We're guessing that Ridley dead counts as when drops appear, because that's when drops appear is when the game sets the flag for Ridley dead. ptoil has a long farm coming up. We actually think that Maniacal has this. We think that ptoil burned too many supers in LN. We wonder if either of them are We know that Maniacal is here in chat. I wonder if ptoil is listening in. If ptoil is listening in, ptoil might just decide to go to Ridley early. Yeah. Look, it looks like Maniacal is gonna take this. ptoil just lost too many supers in LN. This is amazing. We think that this race is actually going to come down to the supers that ptoil burned in the worst room. Yeah, ptoil must be listening in. ptoil is. We imagine that ptoil is watching or at least listening to the stream, and is just going into full-on panic mode and just trying to sneak out a win. But it's not enough. It is not enough. Maniacal takes first place with an official racetime.gg time of 6 minutes and 45 seconds. GG Maniacal. Very, very excellent race. Let's see what time ptoil gets. So ptoil is saving 15 supers because that's how many you need after transition. So once Ridley changes colors, then you're just gonna ptoil is just gonna be dumping all 15 supers in to finish off the kill. Very, very, very smart. You definitely want to spend as little time as possible in Ridley's faster form. Each missed super is 3 extra seconds of hard shots. And ptoil is finished in second place with an official racetime.gg time of 48 minutes and 2 seconds. GG. This was an amazing, amazing race. It really, really came down to the end. And we think if ptoil had managed to execute the best worst room strat, then ptoil would have had a real chance of taking this. So yeah, so right after this race is going to be a second one. And this is going to be all sorts of exciting. Looks like the next race room is created. So we're gonna be right back. We're gonna run to the bathroom, grab some water, make sure that all of you stay hydrated, grab some water between these races, and we will be back soon with 1 to 2 more races between Maniacal and ptoil. Should be an awesome, awesome race.